All right, last block of the show. We are delivering fireworks for the people. DraftKings contributor Geoff, Ulrich, Kenny Ducey, Julian, Edlow here for some NFL over-under. Will the following teams go over or under their listed win totals on the DK Sportsbook here, guys? Friendly reminder, a 17-game regular season now. And we're taking a look at the teams, the first 5 picks in last week's draft. So let's start with America's team. Let's start with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, the number 1 overall pick. Urban Meyer there in the house for year number 1. The Jags are set at a win total of 6. Why are all of you going over? Go ahead, Geoff. You go first.
I mean, look, we could joke all we want. I really love the over in this one. You're getting plus 110 to take the over 6.5. Look, there's a conglomeration of factors here, but the main thing is they're in a weak division. They're playing the Texans twice. They've got the Colts. The Titans, they had one of the worst defenses in the league last year. This isn't exactly a murderer's row of teams. I mean, Carson Wentz could get hurt. Lots of things could go in the Jaguars' way just to get them a few cheap divisional wins. They were 4-2 against the spread in the division last year. Urban Meyer, one of the winningest college coaches. I think he's going to come in, run a style of offense that's very, very good, very easy for Trevor Lawrence to be successful in. They've got some top defensive picks from last year with C.J. Henderson. I think it's a good spot to take the over here on Jacksonville with the plus money. There's so many things in this division that can go bad for the other teams. Wentz, just Texans being Texans, that I think this is just a little bit too low for the Jaguars.
All right, Julian, you taking the over with plus money?
Yeah, I'm leaning over here as well. Maybe not as confident as Geoff, and obviously you have false confidence in anything Jaguars related. So I think it's a fair spot to say, 7-10 for this team cashes your ticket. That is extremely realistic, and especially set at 6, like without a hook, you can push out at 6-11, like. It just feels very, very safe. Like the upside of them getting that 7-10 or an 8-9 feels much more realistic than being all the way down at like a 5-12. I don't think they're going to be quite that bad. Any rookie quarterback's going to have his struggles, have some bad turnovers. But I do think that Urban Meyer is, a competent enough coach at the NFL level to piece this together, have a decent offense. And like Geoff said, they invested heavily on the defensive side of the ball last year. It should be decent enough. Having the Texans on the schedule twice is pretty nice when you're dealing with a win total this low to say, you have 2 games that you should be favored in right there. Although, I do think Tennessee and Indy should be pretty good. It's just a really low number. You got the extra game. You don't have a hook to deal with. You got plus money. Yes, I'm interested in the over.
Kenny, why are you interested in the over?
I guess I have to take the over here, right? I mean, look, here's the thing about the Jaguars last year. They didn't have a good defense. They did have a good offense. Their offense was good, and they still managed to lose a lot of games. I do like the over for the reasons that the other guys laid out, just because I actually am more scared of the Colts in this division than I am the Titans. The Titans, they had some games last year where you just weren't really quite sure why they lost or, why they underperformed. Like, they were a very inconsistent team last year, although, for the course of the season, broad view, they were very good. But yes, I mean, I think that the Texans here probably are going to be the worst team in football. There's so much uncertainty there, a team in turmoil. I think that the Jaguars here are certainly a team on the rise. And the biggest thing here is their defense, which was so bad, should be getting better. They got Shaq Griffin. They got Rayshon Jenkins, a bunch of other names, Rudy Ford, Roy Robertson Harris. I'm reading names. I don't know who those last 2 people are, but I think they're good. But no, in actuality, though, I'm a little also concerned, like with the Travis Etienne situation with Urban Meyer. He wants to use him as a 3rd down back. I'm not quite sure if Urban Meyer is going to be a good coach, but it seems impossible for me that this wouldn't at least push, just given the 2 auto wins against the Texans, a team that did run the ball pretty well last year with James Robinson, and a team that should be getting marginally better, at least on offense and defense.
Well, Kenny, there's no one better than you to ask over or under a 6-win total for the New York Jets, who took Zach Wilson 2nd overall.
Yeah, this is stupid. Of course I'm taking the over. And I will say one name to you that I have not heard anyone say. I've not heard one person on earth talk about this guy over the last year, and it's because he opted out last season, but it's CJ Mosley. Do we forget that CJ Mosley plays for the Jets with this win total? CJ Mosley played 1 game for the Jets 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, I guess as it was. I don't know how many. The years are blurring together right now, but he almost single-handedly won that game against the Bills in their season opener before he got hurt. He went out for pretty much the rest of the season, and then their whole season fell apart. He is an impact player on the defensive end. And when you look at him, Quinn and Williams, who should be ready for training camp, he's injured right now. They added to that defensive line in the draft. They just drafted 3 corners. They drafted a safety. They have Marcus May that they're looking to lock up. This defense should be pretty good. And we saw last year some of their new additions. This defense was pretty good once Greg Williams left. It seemed like it was a coaching issue with them. And when Greg Williams left, this defense actually managed to play pretty well. So I think this defense could be one of the 10 best in the league. And then when you look at the offensive side of the ball, it could be a little rocky with the rookie quarterback, but their offensive line now should have at least 3 of 5 good players. And you have really good skill position players as well. They have 3, 4 legitimate guys that can catch the football. Corey Davis had a good season. I just think that 6 is a little ridiculous considering all the teams we're talking about here. I don't think that this team is that bad. I think that, they're not going to make the playoffs maybe, but you think about the games that they played 2 years ago with Sam Darnold, and this was, they have a lot of guys that are returning from a couple years ago. So I don't know. This could be a good football team this year. Sure.
Geoff, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kenny, but I really like the under here. I really do. I don't disagree that their defense could like push this towards the over, but there's just so many things to consider. You got obviously a new head coach, Robert Saleh. We know he's a fiery guy. Zach Wilson, to me, he's a bit of a younger dude. I mean, how is he going to fit in here looking at the Big Apple? It's the toughest spot for any of these rookie quarterbacks, in my opinion. And again, I'm not saying I know for sure that Zach Wilson is just going to fall in this spot, but under the media spotlight, like we've seen rookie quarterbacks fail in this spot too, and with the rookie head coach as well. It's just a tough spot. And then you look at the division. The Patriots have gotten a lot better. If they get even, look, the Patriots were 7-9 last year with Cam Newton throwing 8 touchdowns. They get any improvement in the QB position, they're going to be a lot better. You've got the Bills to deal with, the second best team in the AFC. And Miami. I mean, I think Miami could take a step back, but this is a really tough division for the Jets. And it's tougher with the fact that they're going with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback. Everything to me here points towards the under. And at 6, I think you're just going to get better odds. So, yeah, I'll still lean under.
Jules, less than 2 minutes to go. What do you think about the Jets win total of 6?
Yeah, it was cute. We got to give Kenny his moment. I'm with Geoff here. This is an easy under. We're talking about a team.
It's not easy.
They're going to go over their win total because they're getting some guy back that played 1 game on defense the last 2 seasons.
Some guy?
Oh!
Oh!
They're going to go, this team's going to be lucky to win a game in the division. We're short on time. I don't need
You
to say
seen
more.
Tua Tagovailoa throw a football? Okay, sorry. That guy can't play football.
But they don't need a guy to throw the football because they have other good football players. Zach Wilson, like Geoff said, is in the toughest spot of any of these rookie quarterbacks by far. I think the bust label is going to be out pretty early on him and probably unfairly so. But yeah, Kenny's going to be crying by
no research was done. No research was done in this segment from you two.
I don't need research. I watch college football. Zach Wilson is not as good as
that's one of 52 players. Okay, go ahead, Emerson. I can't.
We don't finish the argument. We have 40 seconds left.
The Bills played the Jets very poorly last year. If you remember, they failed to cover the spread. They let the Jets end the game with Luke Falk throwing the quarterback. I'm saying that Geoff just mentioned the spread with the Jaguars, that they were 4-2 against the spread against the division. My point is this division is not as good as it seems. And the Dolphins have a lot of weaknesses, and so do the Bills, and so do the Patriots. It's not the best division in football.
9 or more.